what, there's quite a bit of trash. Now, I've brought this up to local commission before, and they understand the situation. They also have their hands tied. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. There's a lot of accountability that's trying to be worked through at the moment. Just brushing my little dog's hair a moment ago, so that's the big old pile of fluff that you see there. I've been trying to figure out how to discuss this channel a little bit because I don't really know how. There's a lot that I've wanted to discuss through this channel. It's tied into so many things, so trying to make it in a way where it's digestible, it's kind of been a little difficult. But I picked this location for a reason. This school has quite a bit of history, which is part of what has... Lay down.
Probably gonna get very excitable through this conversation, but this is what's gonna tie both channels together. Is this one, right?
Well, she's what's tied them both together so far.
Anyway, let's stay on topic. So this school is a big reason to this channel. So trying to gather the support to what has led us into this school, or what has led me to bringing this school to this channel. So it branches out into other topics that surround this school. Good girl. And it's more of a journey than it is a discussion. So that's pretty much been that. I feel like a lot of it is just kind of out in the air because I've been doing a lot of this for so long. Naturally, that figuring out that people don't just do these things, you have to explain it to them. So I'm figuring out how to explain it to them.
I'm gonna jump around a whole lot probably during this, so I'm putting up other videos on top of this to like at least kind of keep it somewhat entertaining.
But I started all of the bigger vision for myself started through my painting company. And that was in order to, that was my ability to have a source of income to where I can do these sorts of things. Because nobody's paying me to pick up this trash, you know? So if nobody's paying you to do this, you gotta pay the bills somehow, right? I started in 2018. That was my definitive, like, I'm doing this. Nothing's stopping me. I'm gonna figure it out somehow, some way. So I started my business, and that was a result of having worked in this place.
If you guys can speed up a little bit, I know you guys are just stuck.
We're working, dude.
I see you guys are working, but
you only have so many employees on foot. I'm not gonna do everybody's job, just like you're not gonna do everybody's job.
I am. You guys don't like this shit? Like, you know, we're all replaceable here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
I got to work in this place for a moment, and I got to see things like trash just built up along the beach. And these were all things that I'd been aware of at a young age, just learning in school about these gyros of trash that are out in the ocean. garbage patch, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, you know. Hearing about these things really made me want to do something that wasn't wasting my time or giving me the illusion that I was doing something. I understand the whole thing behind paperwork and having to do the paperwork prior to actually starting the initiative. Voila. But here, let me give you a great example of this situation right now, right? So here we got this school. You can kind of see it there. There's that little piece of trash. There's that little piece of trash. There's a few little pieces of trash. There's a bunch of micro pieces of trash, right? So I'm not going to point out all the trash, but there's quite a bit of trash. Now, I've brought this up to local commission before, and they understand the situation. They also have their hands tied. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. There's a lot of accountability that's trying to be worked through at the moment. And these sorts of situations, it's like I can go in there technically, like, and pick it up, but that's still trespassing. So I have to go out and do all the paperwork to get access to pick up these few pieces of trash that are there, right? Before we keep this going real quick, I want to clarify something because I misspoke there a little bit. This whole not filling out paperwork stuff and whatnot, that's not just me. I'm not the only one doing this work. This has been a continuation of work. If anything, you could say that this is a result of divine intervention. People just doing what they do and connecting. That's pretty much all it's been. So by no means has this been a just me project. This has been a collaborative project of quite a few people, and with that, we'll just let it keep rolling. All right. Which is kind of the whole point of why I chose this location. I need your support because there's a lot more places than this, and the last thing I'm trying to do is get caught up in a situation where I'm just trespassing because I'm trying to pick up trash. There's a way that we can expedite these things. There have been so many things that we have done in this neighborhood that have been just moving forward, like thing after thing, because people came together. That's all it took. Politics aside, like there have been moments where our politics don't necessarily agree with another person's politics, but at the end of the day, the way you're living and the way they're living, it's not a whole lot of, like, it's not very different. Your culture might be very different. What? But that's why they call this place the melting pot. And again, this is where I'm saying inevitably you end up having to get into politics, because if you have an appreciation for this country, you have an appreciation for the politics that are here. And not everybody wants to be involved in the politics. Not everybody has to get involved in the politics. I highly encourage you to at least educate yourself about the politics locally, especially locally. What? Federally, times I'm not even going to get into that one, but the community around you really needs you. And if that's not the community that you need, trust me, like just you got to keep pushing, man. There are people out there that are willing to do something very similar to what you want to do. For me, the environmental thing has been a meeting point for all people. We're all affected by our environment. This whole trash situation. It's one of those things where, again, like being out in Hawaii, it's seeing the level of trash that is out there. It's like that's a place that many people consider a paradise, you know? But to see that, it hurts. I really don't know how to put that into words, but that situation is wild, man, and it's completely unnecessary. And there are people who get very passionate about these things. And we need your help, because there's times where you need people to just help you slow down and help you work through these things, because there's a way to get this paperwork expedited. There's a way to pick up this trash and a whole lot more. I'm telling you. It's a much bigger picture. It's just a YouTube channel, but it's a much bigger picture. And your support really means a lot to me. There's quite a few people who I know have been watching a little bit more of my content recently, and I've been uploading a little bit more more recently, more so on my other page than on this one, but I'm trying to get this one caught up, because my other one is more so for her. Like I've said, she's a big inspiration, and I feel like she's a journey worth sharing very much. But this channel, I hope to have a lot of fun with this channel, honestly, because the whole art thing, I'm not even going to get into that. Point is, I really need your help to pick up this trash and to do a whole lot more. Right now, it's just that, and it doesn't take very much. I'm telling you. I don't even know how to end this video, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just roll a clip of something. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you get inspired to go do something great. All it takes is just a bucket and some gloves if you don't have a picker. And if you need help with something of that sort, I will figure something out, I guess. I don't know. I'd love to figure something out. Again, that's the whole point of this. I'm trying to get a lot more buckets out there to go pick up trash, and it's not hard. All you got to do is just go on a walk. There's trash everywhere. The most isolated place in the world has beaches just covered in trash. I'm telling you, I've been... All right, I'm going to leave this alone. Y'all have a good day. Go pick up some trash.
The last meeting that I attended, you guys were discussing with a plan for development that in reality doesn't really conserve the school. It simply brings in economic growth for you guys. Is really what it sounds like. But it doesn't really take the community into account. It was said that the school that there's been interaction between the community. The community would very openly say that there's been no communication from commissioners nor developers in this town, other than who again have been going through this debate for over a decade now. So I would just like confirmation from the commissioners at this moment. Can you guys see the video that I'm walking right now? Yes, we can. So if you guys and everybody else has a moment, just take a look at the school. There's grass growing on